This is Leeboy, aka the 83 Gamer, and you're watching and listening to Lee's Final Word, the YouTube internet radio show. If you like this video or any of my previous videos, leave a comment, hit that like button, and oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future content. I'm chilling here with Runamuck, and we're about to go into Who Did Negan Kill or Should Kill, Part 2.
Back to your point of Negan not being menacing.
Menacing,
I mean, I don't know. I felt that he was intimidating. I mean, you got all these cats, man. All these men, grown-ass men.
When you brought that point up, I didn't look at it like that because my thing was I was looking more so, I guess, the individuality of the character.
I think
how he came out and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, this guy doesn't seem that hard. But then when you put it in that broad of a scale, that you got guys posted here, there, and, you know, these are guys, how bad are you that none of these guys are going to step out of line?
And what freaks me out, too, playing with my mind senses, is not a guy necessarily that's coming out yelling with me mugging me, you know, threatening to chop off my head right there. And, I mean, that may be intimidating, but it's the guy that, in the world that we live in, and he's smiling. He's, like, making a joke. Like, the way you feel is a joke to him right now. Like, he's putting this kind of like, he's telling you that you're going to do what he wants, you know, or you will die. And it's like nothing to him. It's like your life is nothing to me right now. That's a little batshit crazy, if I say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how he came across to me. Totally different than the governor. The governor came off like a politician. The governor came off like he wanted to help you. And then,
right, but I knew his intentions.
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
reason why
exactly.
That's why I was, and not for nothing, when Negan came out, I was comparing him to the governor. I was comparing him as far as the mercilessness. Like, I knew the governor, when he came out, that all that stuff he was doing was a facade.
Yeah.
And that behind the facade was this sadistic, maniacal, crazy
power.
human being that was basically trying to act nice to the people when in actuality he wanted to control everything.
He wanted to control everything.
Right.
Negan is like, I am going to control everything. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
You're going to do
and
what I say.
Calm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's calm about it.
Right,
I'm like, dang, you know, he ain't got no fear that something's going to happen to him. He's just telling these people what's going to happen, and that's that. And, you know, and just the way his whole body language, you know, his Lucille and that bat. I mean, we haven't even seen the damage that he's going to do with that bat. You got to spike
the sound effects sound like somebody went down.
You got a spike bat, right?
Like all mush face.
Yeah.
Good.
You got a spike bat. You got a guy swinging down on, look like all his might. You already see that the initial hit, the blood came down.
Yeah.
You said, oh, he's taking it like a champ.
Taking it like a champ.
That is like, yo, he's just crushed your head open. And he's like taking it like a champ. That's sadistic.
All kinds of white meat coming out.
You know what I mean? And then he's like continuously, you know, you can hear the initial screams. You know, you can hear them, I guess Rick and the scream.
You know what? I gotta listen to that audio again because I didn't hear it. Did it was the screams?
What it was is what they did is they muffled the ears of the person who was getting hit. You're looking at it from their perspective. It was like a little bit of a muffle, but you can hear screaming. But then I didn't hear no screaming, and all I hear was
like as if he's hitting a rake of leaves or something.
Or watermelon just exploding.
Just,
like for me, you know, the person's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, I don't want it to be Glenn.
So now it turned into who you don't want it to be.
I don't want it to be Glenn. I'm not ready for him to go yet.
Okay.
Daryl, I'm not ready to go. We, of course, Michelle.
I'm gonna say this, and to everyone listening, I'm gonna say this to whenever. They're not gonna kill Norman Reedus off until Norman Reedus is ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Or unless he does something that's gonna piss the writers off and stuff like that, because he has such a loyal fan base behind him that people watch. I'm one of the people that's behind him. Like, I still watch the show, but I wouldn't probably be super interested as if they kill if him and Rick and Michonne go with them powerhouses that go around you. Because think about it. Yes, it is a drama.
Yes,
I mean, it is classified as a drama. Let's not forget that. It's involving how people react in the situation that they're put in. It could be labeled as a horror, but it's not. It's labeled as a drama because of the situation the people are put in.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I want to see somebody get their head bashed open. I want to see one of the zombies. Well, not somebody, but I'm talking about the zombies. I want to see the action sequence. How do you get out of a place like when Shane and what's this guy's name? They got shot in the leg. Or second season. Yeah, second season. I want to say Oscar. I'm going to mess his name up. But you know what I'm talking about. Otis. There you go. Otis. Otis got shot in the leg. And that. But the scene before that, when they were in that school.
Yeah.
That had me Because when I watch the show, I don't know if anybody else has that same feeling. I put myself in that position.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me feel like, oh, how do you get out of that situation?
What am I gonna do?
Right. When they got trapped in that school, I was hyped. I was like, oh, how they gonna get out of that school? And then the next week they showed them running down the hallway with the zombies chasing them, and they got into the gymnasium. They on the bleachers shooting them because the zombies at the bottom. Like, how am I getting out of here? Then Otis, his big old self, going hop down and then go. I'm a lure them this way. Brings them back through the school.
Yeah.
While Shane is able to go through the window and he hops down, and that's when he twists his ankle and stuff like that. While Otis is like, well, we ain't gonna make it. And Shane was like, oh, yeah, you ain't gonna make it. Pow. You know what I mean? I like stuff like that when they involve, you know, the fighting aspect with the zombies and stuff. And if you take away Norman Reedus, the only two badasses you got now, well, you got Carol, who was, to me, if I had to give an award for the most improved character on that show, it would have to be Carol. She went from being, you know, the victim of being
domestic violence,
right? Domestic violence, and to this assassin that was just straight up. She don't take no rap from nobody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But on that note, I think it's gonna be Glenn, which I don't want it to be Glenn, because they messed me up the first time with it. I ain't trying to get hit with the okie doke again. Or it's gonna be Maggie, who I really don't want to see hurt because I like her character. I like the fact about to have a baby being brought in the world. And just to touch on that real quick, why doesn't Judith cry ever? The most quietest baby, and where they getting the baby food from? They feeding her zombie parts. But anyway,
train that baby real well.
oh well, yeah, she learned the shush method quick. But yeah, so you saying that you think it should be no one? If I had to pick, since I don't want it to be Glenn nor Maggie, I'm going with no ratings boosting Eugene. Okay.
They may hit us with Abraham. Abraham got a little bit more impact.
He got more meat. He probably took them hits.
He looked like he sounded like that, right?
he probably took the red hair, flat top, took them hits. You know what I mean?
So
he's a war soldier. He probably took that, but he's caught up in a love triangle himself. You know what I'm saying?
See, unfinished business.
Unfinished business.
Move the story along.
Exactly. That's the more reason for Eugene to be the one to get the bat.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
All right, so with that, we're gonna wrap it up here, and that's been Lee's final word.
Anybody moves, anybody says anything, cut the boy's other eye out and feed it to his father, and then we'll start. You can breathe, you can blink, you can cry. Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.